Today, we're going to talk about how Tai Chi can help your brain function at its best. And there are lots of ways that Tai Chi does this. The first thing is you're learning new movements, new ways to move your body. And that builds new neuromuscular pathways. And that's very good for your brain to be busy doing that. And then you not only have to learn those movements, but then you have to learn how to put them into a sequence, how to figuring out how to move from one movement to the next, and then memorizing that sequence. That is very stimulating to the brain, having to remember what comes next. And then one of the biggest reasons that Tai Chi is good at helping your brain function is that you are always in a dual tasking state. It's a mental, cognitive event, and it's a physical event. You have to not only be remembering how to do each move, but then you have to remember how to apply those underlying principles. As you move, you have to be thinking about your columns, thinking about your dantian, moving from the dantian, thinking about being rooted and grounded. That's a cognitive task and that's a physical task going on at the same time. That's very challenging for your brain and very good for it. Not only does that dual tasking state actually help you with your brain, but then it helps you with your balance later on, which is great to know. All of these things kind of start to come together. With that dual tasking, just like we talked about last week, it also causes that meditative effect of Tai Chi because you have to be in the moment. You can't be thinking about what's happening at the office or what your grocery list is going to be. You have to be in the moment to be able to apply those underlying principles as you do your memorized sequence, so that focuses the brain and helps it get into a meditative state, which there are many, many studies that prove that meditation is healthful for the brain. And Tai Chi is movement meditation. But you can't just do 8 weeks of Tai Chi and then go, my brain is healthy for the rest of my life. Right? You have to continually practice your Tai Chi. This is a lifelong practice. And that's one of the best ways that it helps your brain, is that you are continually challenging your brain. So today, we're going to do some Tai Chi, but we're going to do it in different ways. We're going to challenge your brain in a fun way, which again is actually good for your brain too. We don't have to always be super serious. So relax just a little bit because this will be challenging. You will feel your brain light up on fire. And you'll probably have to laugh at yourself a little bit because it will be a little bit difficult, but that's a good thing. So the first thing we're going to start with is putting a few movements together. Like what we're going to do first is pushing chi and chi walking. So I'm going to step back here, and as we do our chi walking, we're bringing one foot forward, rocking back, feeling that substantial and insubstantial, keeping ourselves balanced, trying to move from the dantian. But now every once in a while, just put in a pushing chi. So just combine pushing chi with chi walking. You can do pushing chi twice, you can do it 3 times, then you can just do your chi walking. Now obviously I can't see you guys right now. I don't know what you're doing, and that's okay. You need to be challenging yourself, and what I'm going to give you today is some tools to have fun when you're practicing your Tai Chi, tools that you can do just on your own. So pushing Chi and Chi walking, putting those two together, that's a fun one. The next one we're going to put together is part the wild horse's mane and wave hands like clouds. They're actually very similar movements. Let's practice part the wild horse's mane, holding that ball to the right, step out, part the wild horse's mane, rocking back, holding that ball, step out, part the wild horse's mane. Think about your twist step. Think about the rotation, just allowing that body to open up. Let's practice our wave hands like clouds. Rotating, bringing that dantian over that base of support. Letting that rotation relax your body. So it's not the arms doing the work. It's that rotation doing the work. So now if we put those two together, I'll do this with you a couple times, but like I said, I actually want you to do this on your own later to challenge your own brain. So holding that ball to the right, you're going to step out left, part the wild horse's mane. Then you're going to step up with that right foot and do wave hands like clouds. Then holding the ball to the left, step out right, part the wild horse's mane. Step up left, do wave hands like clouds, holding the ball to the right, step out, part the wild horse's mane. Stepping up, wave hands like clouds. One more, part the wild horse's mane. So let's do that one again. That's fun to do. You should, even though your brain is on fire, you should actually be trying to relax your body as you do this motion as well. Holding that ball to the right, step out, part the wild horse's mane. And then wave hands like clouds. Part the wild horse's mane. Wave hands like clouds. Make sure that you're doing opposite left and then right with your part the wild horse's mane. Don't do the same side each time. Make sure you're switching sides. So the next combination is repulse the monkey, kick, smash, and box the ears. It's not as hard as trying to figure out your sides with this because it naturally falls into the right side of your body. And you'll understand what I mean in just a second. So let's start with that left foot forward. And I want you to step back with repulse the monkey. Then lifting this right leg, kick, smash, and box the ears. So now that right side is forward. That's what I mean. It falls naturally into alternating sides. Do your repulse the monkey, and then kick, smash, and box the ears. Rocking back, repulse the monkey, then kick, smash, and box the ears. Let's do that together again. Left foot forward, do that repulse the monkey first, then lifting, kick, smash, and box the ears. Trying to remember to lower your center of gravity, still thinking about your columns, still thinking about your balance. Don't just fall forward on that box the ears. Repulse the monkey, kick, smash, and box the ears. Next one is a little bit more difficult because we're going to pick the needle up from the C bottom on both sides of the body, which we don't normally do in the form. So in the form, you have your weight on the right, your left is empty, left hand is up. You pick the needle up from the C bottom. And then you come up and block and fan through the back. That's the normal side. So now bring your weight to the left. Tap that right toe, bring your right hand up. Take this left hand and pick the needle up from the C bottom. So now just go side to side. Left is empty, right hand goes towards that left foot. Then the right foot is empty, the left hand goes towards that right foot. So let's practice that one more time. Pick the needle up from the C bottom, and then on the other side, pick the needle up. So now to make it even harder, we're going to do brush knee, then pick the needle up from the C bottom. So I'll step back here. I want you to start with your weight on the right, holding that ball to the right. Step out, brush, knee left. Then step that right foot up and pick the needle up from the C bottom. Now bring your weight onto that left, holding the ball left, brush knee right, then stepping up, bring that right hand high, right foot is empty, pick the needle up from the C bottom. Good, then bringing the weight up onto that right, brush knee left, step up with that right, pick the needle up from the C bottom. Let me do that one again. Holding the ball to the right, step out left, brush knee, step up with that right foot, pick the needle up from the C bottom, then bringing your weight to the left, step out, brush knee right, then let that right foot be empty, pick the needle up from the C bottom. Bring your weight to the right, holding the ball, brush knee left, and stepping up, pick the needle up from the C bottom. So you can start to tell that when you use your body in a different way, your brain lights up. This is a good thing. This helps your brain be supple. It helps it learn more. It helps it be stimulating the brain like this is what the brain wants. And that way it doesn't just deteriorate. We're going to do a couple more. This next one, deflect, intercept, and punch. We only do it on one side of the body. But I'm going to make you do it on the other side of the body. So the way we do it in the form, your weight's on the left, right hand is open, left hand is in a fist. We step out, deflect, intercept, and punch. So now the other side of the body, if you bring your weight to the right, that means your right hand is open, your left hand is in a fist. You step out with that left foot, then step out right and punch with your left hand. This one truly is the hardest one that I see people struggle with. So let's do it again. Start with your weight on the left. This is the one we normally do. Step out, deflect, intercept, and punch. Then bring your weight to the right, which means your left hand is in a fist. Step out with that left foot, deflect, intercept, and punch. Good, let's do that one more time. Weights on the left, deflect, intercept, and punch. Good. Bringing your weight to the right, then step out, deflect, intercept, and punch. But now to make it even harder, we're gonna put deflect, intercept, and punch on the back end of snake creeps, pheasant stance, which I know is everybody's favorite move anyway. So let's start with our weight on the right, stepping out, snake creeps, pheasant stands, right. Now this right foot is the one that's going to step down into your deflect, intercept, and punch. So bring your weight to your left, step out, bring your hands to your left hip. Your weight's already on your left. Bring your hands to your left hip, step out, deflect, intercept, and punch. Now, forming a bird's beak on the left. Step out with your right. Snake creeps. Pheasant stands. Now this left foot is going to step forward, so your hands have to come to your right hip. Step out, deflect, intercept, and punch. Let's do that one again. This one you really have to practice. So forming that bird's beak on the right, step out, snake creeps, pheasant stands, deflect, intercept, and punch. Now forming a bird's beak on the left, step out, snake creeps, pheasant stands, bringing your hands to your right hip, deflect, intercept, and punch. So you can see, even I was a little wobbly on that. As you're doing different movements, the brain is thinking about the movements and maybe not being rooted and grounded, maybe not having your center of mass or over your base of support. That's when you really get that brain improvement, because now your brain has to be thinking of all kinds of different things. So we're going to do one more, which I call Fairlady brushes the wild horse's mane. Those three movements: Fairlady works the shuttle, brush knee, part the wild horse's mane. Those are only the three movements that you can use. You can't use any other movements. You do each of those movements moving down a length of floor, but you have to do those three movements in a different order each time, which means you have to remember what you've done. Your brain has to be processing and remembering at the same time. So I'm going to move back this way. Fairlady brushes the wild horse's mane sort of looks like this. If I step out with Fairlady first, and then I do brush knee, and then I do part the wild horse's mane, but I can't do the same order this next time. So now I step out with brush knee, and then I do part the wild horse's mane, and then I do Fairlady works the shuttle. So if you do that for any length of time, it gets harder and harder, because you have to remember, I can't do it the same way in consecutive triplets. So that one you really have to do by yourself. Just find a place in your house or outside that you can do that for a length of time, and do Fairlady brushes the wild horse's mane.